Hello everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel, where you find solutions to all your love and relationship-related problems. And before we begin with today's topic, that is the right way to make him fall in love, I want you to wait for a second and click that subscribe button below, so that you receive a new video every day. And that way you will also motivate us to make more such videos. Done? Thanks. Falling in love is something most of us yearn for. We want to fall in love with someone that motivates us and makes our walk through life much happier. I know sometimes it can be difficult, especially if you find yourself facing challenges in the love department. But don't worry, because, in this video, I am going to walk you through what makes him fall in love with a woman. Love can sometimes be an addictive emotion. We often hold on to something that isn't right for us and might be gasping for air without actually knowing what we truly love that partner for. The result is that a woman will be left chasing a guy, desperately trying to make him fall in love. There are so many different situations when it comes to love, so regardless of whether you are single or not, I am going to break down the best ways to make a man fall deeply in love with you. So, before we begin, let me take a moment to talk about the notion of making a man fall in love. You cannot make a person do or feel something. It will just end up being unattainable and leave you feeling like you're constantly trying to chase satisfaction. With that said, we will discuss how to make a man fall in love with you naturally, without forcing anything that is not meant to be. Sometimes men do need that little extra push, and you're going to learn all about it a little further down in this video. As always, I love hearing from you. Please feel free to comment below or ask questions about anything you may be going through, and it would be my pleasure to personally respond to you. Make him fall in love with you using these expert tips. There are various qualities that men look for in potential partners, but as we get started, I want to share the most important piece of advice. If you want to make him fall in love with you, you have to be yourself no matter what. Show up as the best person you can be for yourself and also for him. Faking a personality and trying to be someone you are not will only cause issues. Things will fade away quickly, and what's worse, this will also build a wall between you and the man in question. Men can feel when you aren't being truthful in situations. They might not be able to tune into it as well as women can, but they do know when something is off. Tip number 1: smile and be nice. So often when working with my male clients, I hear a recurring complaint about women they're seeing. It's that women don't smile often. When women don't smile, it turns men off and makes them feel less inclined to want to move forward. Similarly, they don't appreciate the attitude. A man does not want to be with a woman long-term if she comes off spiteful, manipulative, or has a bad attitude. Men want to have a woman that has standards and is still pleasant to talk to and spend time with. This means that they want someone who is respectful and treats him the way she wants to be treated. By spreading loving energy, you will attract more love. Tip number 2: authenticity. Trying to be someone you're not is going to backfire on you one way or another. It just isn't something you can maintain long-term. Typically, when you are playing a role, it comes from an insecurity that you may need to face. When you start to honor who you are and be honest with yourself, you can find power in powerless situations. Tip number 3: honesty. A lot of times I see women not being clear or honest about what they're looking for. You might find yourself dating a man who doesn't put in much effort to keep you around, but it's simply because he already had his cake and got to eat it too. You never set the standard, and you weren't upfront with him about what you are exactly looking for. If you tell a man that you're looking for a real relationship, not something casual, and he decides to walk away, then he isn't worth it after all. That said, he may actually come back when he sees that you don't give in and hold yourself to a standard. Tip number 4: confidence and standards. There is a fine line between being attractively confident and being overconfident and off-putting. You never want to come off as someone conceited, especially when you want to know how to get him to fall in love. Men love a confident woman because it amps up their desire to figure you out. It shows that they can be confident in you because you value yourself, you know yourself well, and you take pride in setting the standards. Now, a lot of times you might find yourself settling or knowing in the pit of your stomach you shouldn't let this happen, but you lower your standards in the hopes that this man will like you. There is something highly attractive about a woman that doesn't give in too easily and sets a healthy standard. The thing about men is that they want to feel as though they have a prize and have won the best there is out there. The harder someone had to work for something, the more they are going to value it. So, the harder he has to work to get you, the more he's going to value you. It's human nature. It's something that not only sets you apart, it is also a great way to show much you value yourself. Tip number 5: Sex. I know every couple has its different opinions about sex. I always think it's safer and more meaningful when you wait, especially if you like this man and want a relationship in the future with him. Here is where I ask you to take a moment and identify how sex plays a role in your life. If casual sex with someone can lead to feelings, then casual sex isn't the thing for you. It's important that you hold out until you are ready and until you find a man that is willing to wait until you both decide to make the next step. The reason I say this is because it makes things less difficult when you are dating and it adds value to the relationship. It shows that the both of you have values and goals that are aligned, and gives the man an opportunity to show you respect and patience. Yes, some might say that sex early on makes no difference, but think of this as how you will feel at the end. Just let him know you want to take your time and you are looking forward to the moment it happens. Tip number 6: Don't be too available. Having your own life and your own thing going on is very important. Men love a woman that has a passion and something they invest their time in. It's important that you set this standard with a man so he doesn't get into the habit of planning things last minute. I know you would sometimes rather be with him than commit to the plans you already have with your girlfriends, but don't cancel plans all the time to be available for him. Sometimes, "No, I have plans, but can we do it tomorrow?" is the best option. It shows a man that you are content with what you have going on and also gives him less of an opportunity to take you for granted. Tip number 7: Praise him. Men love to be told that they look good, are smart, ambitious, or that they are doing a great job. So often men are confused about where a woman may stand and they want to see that you are supporting them beyond any superficial matter. So, complimenting him and giving him a reason or two as to why he is so special to you is a beautiful thing. In order to give this a personal touch, I would suggest about something that he has going on in his life that he has accomplished. Tip number 8: Do things for him that don't benefit you. One of the best ways to make a man fall in love with you is to open his eyes to what you could be to him. He will recognize the beauty of a woman that does things for him that have no personal benefit to her. When you have conversations with this man, pay attention to things that are important to him and think about how you can incorporate these things into your gestures. Thoughtful gestures and going out of your way to help him out can make a big impact. It shows him that you care and also builds the bond of partnership between you. Tip number 9: Listen. So often I hear that men just want to be heard. They complain that they are always listening and the woman is always talking. It's important that you establish a mutual balance in conversation and questioning when you are dating a man and want to make him fall in love with you. Don't make it all about you. Be open and make sure that you make him feel like he is being heard as well. When you feel like you are oversharing, just take a moment to pause, take a step back and let him speak. Ask him questions about his life and his passions as well. Tip number 10: Trustworthiness. Show him that you can be trusted by speaking positively about others and not sharing absolutely everything about your best friend. You don't want him to begin to wonder about all the things you tell your best friend about him. So those were the 10 expert tips to make him fall in love with you. Found this information helpful? Please subscribe to our channel for more such videos. And don't forget to share and like this video. If you have any question, please comment in the description below. Thank you for watching this video.